What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys 10 weapons that are a must-have in Black Ops 6 Zombies. In my opinion, these guns are going to be the must-haves for your mid to high round games. Of course, most of the weapons fall off after 35 or 40, and especially after that, you really just got to use the wonder weapons. But up until that point, I'm going to be giving you guys what weapons I think are the best that are triple packed in gold, okay? I'm not going to worry about them before they're packed because they're all and you're not going to leave them that way. Same thing with Pack-a-Punched once and twice. Yes, I could talk about that, but I'm mainly just going to talk about the gun being maxed out. Most of the time I am going to have Deadshot, and most of the time I am going to have Elemental Pop. So take that into consideration, and I'm sure most of you probably rock that anyways. But regardless, I still think these weapons are 10 weapons that are really, really good options as a backup weapon. So let's get into it. Number 10, I'm going to go with the XM4. Now, the XM4 is overall really, really solid. It honestly has pretty decent ammo, pretty decent clip. You can obviously change it with the attachments, so that's nice. It's a pretty mobile AR. It's the basic like M4A1, but it's really pretty good. The damage is really strong. Again, you're pairing it with Elemental Pop, Deadshot, and let's just say throw on a weapon mod. It absolutely shreds Manglers and Abominations. Manglers especially. I think it is best paired with Cryo Freeze. I personally think a lot of the guns are best paired with Cryo Freeze, so that's kind of what I rock. But on round 30, it was still kind of mowing them down. It was kind of just mowing them down, an all-around solid AR. My only big complaint with it, seeing how most weapons all usually fall off, this one I really wish it had more ammo. Obviously, you can just buy it. Ammo's not crazy. I mean, it is kind of expensive, but like once you get in the later rounds, ammo's kind of, you can just buy it and you don't really have to worry about it so much. But in the clip, if you have the XM4 with like a 100 round mag, an 80 round mag or something like that, I think it's very usable. Very solid choice. Number 9 on this list, I'm gonna give it to the Marine SP. Now, when it comes to actually being very good on higher rounds, just due to the sheer fact that there are so many zombies spawning, I don't think it's the best. I still think it is a very good option because if you have the time, it can definitely take out Manglers quick. It can pop the heads on the Abominations fast. And really, zombies, it'll one-shot them, it'll two-shot them. Pretty solid for a pump-action shotgun on the higher rounds before you have to switch over. I think it shines really, though, as a Mangler killing weapon. Now, the main downside is, of course, the ammo and pump-action shotty. You can't fully auto-spray it. You can't really clean out a whole bunch at once. But pairing it with good perks, good good weapon mods, things of that nature, I think it's pretty solid. I wouldn't say it's the best. I wouldn't really call it like a top 5 weapon, but I think for what it does on the higher rounds, it is still really effective, and it's a weapon that you should definitely be trying. Number 8 on the list is going to go to the ASG-89. I think everyone's probably said this. Everyone and their mom knows that the ASG-89 is probably the best weapon in zombies. It's definitely up there. It is definitely up there. It is a semi-automatic shotgun. You can have a big mag on it, shoot fast, and it does high damage to multiple zombies at once. I mean, you can absolutely clear crowds with it. It is just disgusting how good it really is. And even when this gun isn't Pack-a-Punched, it's still really good. Absolutely great at clearing hordes, but I think my favorite thing with it, outside of course, clearing massive hordes, is how quick you can just absolutely blow through elites and special zombies. You can absolutely tear up Abominations, absolutely tear up armored zombies, and Manglers. They really don't stand a chance. Very high powered, and it honestly shoots really fast for a semi-auto, man. It's just so good. There's nothing I can say that hasn't really been said. It's a great weapon. Number 7 is gonna have to go to the AS Val. I know everyone's favorite multiplayer weapon is the AS Val, but have you used it in zombies? And if you haven't, I am here to tell you that you probably should. It has a very rapid fire trigger. It has a lot of ammo, Pack-a-Punched, big magazine, good ammo in reserve, nice little reload. It's solid. It is absolutely solid. You can clear hordes, especially if you're hitting crits. You have it paired with all the usual things. It's really good for clearing. Super effective, super good. I mean, the 135 round magazine is just so nice. It's so nice. And I was kind of skeptical about it at first. I thought it seemed a little weaker, but when you fully upgrade it, it is really solid. The only slight downside I find to it is that it does, since it has a very rapid fire shot, it shoots really fast. I feel like it could kill Manglers and Abominations quicker, but maybe I'm being picky. I think it still melts them pretty fast. you know, you can only clip so fast once you get into the 30s and 40s before the weapons just become potato launchers. I don't know. But the ASVAL, it's really good. I think you need to try it out. Definitely worth a pack-a-punch, definitely worth a use. Number 6, the GPR91. Now, I think this is kind of a sleeper gun. I think most people know the VAL, the ASVAL. Most people know the XM4. But what about the GPR, man? Super underrated in my opinion. I think it shreds. I think it melts through the manglers. Same thing with Abominations. I will say this. Most of the fully automatic weapons are about the same when it comes to the Abominations once they are triple packed and fully upgraded. They take out the heads quick. If the mount's open and you get a good shot on them, they will all take them out pretty quick. But it just gets so hectic sometimes, it's kind of hard to get the aim down, get the shooting down, and fully lock on. If you're shooting an Abomination through a bunch of zombies, it's going to be harder for the weapon to travel, obviously. All in all, man, it's a really good gun. I think it has a nice bit of ammo, good magazine, good rate of fire. It's really, really solid. Just a solid AR, man. I mean, I don't have a whole lot to really say about it. I'm just here recommending you guys weapons. You can see me using all these weapons on Liberty Falls. I didn't feel like playing Terminus on most of these, so just played it on Liberty Falls. But yeah, it's really good. I mean, 540 in the reserve, not bad at all. It's really just like a sleeper pick for me. It's like a personal favorite. I do think it's good, and it's definitely better than a lot of them. The SMGs, guys, there's no SMGs on this list. I just want to let you guys know the SMGs are mid. If you're looking for a good SMG, the C9, maybe the Tanto, whatever it's called, they can maybe be okay. The Tanto can maybe be okay, but I don't think it's like a top 10 weapon or anything like that, especially once you get to the rounds where you get a lot of armored zombies, a lot of hordes. I would kind of stay away from the SMGs. Number 5 is going to have to go to the LR762, I believe is the name of it. It is the sniper that blows up on impact after you pack-a-punch it. And man, what a fun weapon to use. Oh my gosh. You can be stuck in a corner, just shoot it at your feet. You can just shoot into a big horde and absolutely tear them up. It is just super cool for a sniper to turn into that. It reminds a lot of people from what I've heard of the Scavenger, which I can understand. But you pair this with PhD Flopper, and man, you're cooking. You're absolutely cooking. You can take out hordes in 2-3 shots like nothing. Manglers don't really stand a chance as long as you have time to hit them. And same goes for Abominations and Amalgamations. The main downside to having a sniper, on the other hand, is the ammo is really low and you are really slow. Even if you have all the perks and a bunch of good augments on them, you're still really slow with the sniper. It still shoots slow. There may be little tweaks you can do to make it a little bit quicker, but it's just pretty slow, man. And that's the thing. When it gets into the higher rounds, I really think you gotta be fast. You gotta be fast. But with the way this weapon works, being able to shoot it and make such a big explosion, it just works really well. I think it's really good. It's really fun. It's very viable. You wouldn't think so, but the sniper is actually really good, guys. So give it a try. Number 4 on this list is gonna go to the PU21. PU, you're right. I thought this gun was stinky and I stayed away from it. However, guys, don't let the name fool you. It is actually pretty solid. The PU21 has low mobility, but man, the fire rate and the ammo are insane. Absolutely disgustingly good. Shreds through a whole train on round 30. You can absolutely shred a whole train like nothing, like butter, like putting a hot butter knife through butter, man. I mean, it's just good. It's just really good. And I was scared to use it, and I didn't think it could be as good as some of the other ones, but it really is, man. The LMGs, I think, all in all, are really good. I think any of the LMGs are a very safe bet, and the PU is just another great option, man. The only downside, again, like a lot of these, is it can be pretty slow, but just make sure you have stamina, speed, cola. It'll definitely do you well up until the high 20s, low 30s, up until you hit that threshold where the weapons start falling off and the zombies get too fast to really turn around and spray. Up until that point, it is pretty good. Number 3, the XMG, man. It is so fun. I really like using it. I mean, just like the other LMGs, huge clip. It has 200 and like 400 in reserve, or maybe 600, something like that. Absolutely massive on the ammo. Fire rate is really great, and the damage output is just really good. It absolutely burns manglers. It can absolutely shred manglers. It's great, man. It's so much fun. I really didn't expect it to be so good, but it really is. Especially like you see me doing in some of these clips where you catch me going down this pretty straight alleyway. Not really alleyway, this like straight line when you get a big horde and you get them coming straight down it like that and you can just fire into it, man. I mean, you can take out multiple trains on a pretty decent round with one clip. It's just really impressive, really good, and I highly, highly recommend the XMG if you haven't been using it already. Please do. Please do yourself a favor and use it. Number 2 on this list, I had the AEK. It is the 3-round burst marksman rifle, and when you get this thing fully upgraded, it may not seem that great because you're like, 3-round burst marksman rifle, Guys, it's good. It's good. It is definitely very, very good. The ammo's great, and if you have good aim, pair that with dead shot, oh my gosh, you're just living a dream. You're living the dream. It is so, so good. Now, do you want to use this weapon when you're on round 35? No. The 3-round burst kind of part of it is what makes it not so great, in my opinion. I do like burst weapons, but in zombies, again, on the higher rounds, it's just stuff falls off so quick, and you just got to be so fast. One of the main things with being on the high rounds, and I know I'm saying 30, 40, just because that's where the main threshold is. If you're on around 50 or 60, you just can't use any of these weapons. Even the wonder weapons get pretty rough, like for the Raygun, for example, into the 50s. I mean, the Raygun into the 50s, I've seen better. It's seen better days, for sure. But the AEK, man, all in all, it's a really solid, quick little reload, good ammo, and you can just pinpoint, tear apart zombies' heads from any distance, any range. It's really good. Very versatile, honestly. It's not very heavy. I feel like you can move around pretty good with it. So if you want a good marksman rifle, I definitely think the AEK would be the one for you. Last but not least, coming in at number 1, it's gonna have to go to the Raygun. Now, I wasn't gonna include wonder weapons on this list, but man, I gotta talk about the Raygun because you need it badly. The Raygun is... It is such a need, man. It is such a need. When you have 15 million manglers in your face, you have nothing but armored zombies, super sprinters, and amalgamations like you see here. I mean, what else can do this good? I mean, PhD flopper and just spam it, man. Triple pack, just spam it. I mean, it's so good. I have to just let you guys know, if you're not using it because you maybe think it's not that great, it is. It is that great. Now, it does slowly fall off. On this game, I think we got to... I don't know if we get to 46, 50s. I don't remember where we got to. We got pretty high up there, and it just gets like this, but worse and worse and worse. But man, the Raygun is a lifesaver. You need it because at this point, you can't use weapons with bullets, and that's kind of the problem I have with the rarity system. If you get into talking about that, legendary weapons I feel like need to be maybe more usable for longer. That is neither here nor there. But yeah, Raygun. Really good, definitely use it, which everyone probably knows, but still throwing it in there anyways. Now that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys have a weapon I didn't mention, let me know down below. I've used a lot of the weapons. I haven't used all the SMGs, and I haven't used all the pistols. I basically used all the ARs, all the LMGs. I think the snipers, I'm missing categories, I know. I'm marksman rifles. I mean, I've used a lot of them. I've definitely used a lot of them, and this is just what I came up with when I was playing the game. Take it with a grain of salt and don't take it too seriously, but if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like and drop a sub to the channel if you are new. Very, very appreciated, and I have other videos you can check out in the description or click these little boxes right here. See you guys in the next video. Peace.